video is sponsored by PoketownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCGO code cards. They have a huge variety up on their website, including the new Battle Style set, so definitely check out the website and you can use the coupon code ZapdosTCG for 5% of your complete order. How wonderful is that? Even for this stuff like Reshazard codes, Mew Mew codes, Luke Metal codes, Eternatus codes, Zacian codes, League Battle decks, you name it. Be sure to check out the website, it's awesome. Also, check out cardmarket.com. This is a European platform that I personally use every single day. You can buy and sell cards to people all across Europe, which is actually very wonderful. And you can just go on the website by clicking that link, the affiliated link in the description. You're gonna be helping me out a ton. Anyhow, without further ado, let's just get this video started. I'm already hyped up. Hopefully you guys are hyped as well. Peace! What's up YouTube, it's ZapdosTCG here and welcome back to another TCG video on my channel. Today I'm actually going to be showcasing some new cards that we will most likely be getting in Chilling Reign. We already know a little bit about Chilling Reign. It comes out on June 18, so that's in 2 months time. There's going to be Galarian Zapdos, Galarian Moltres, Galarian Articuno, Blaziken VMAX. So we already talked about those cards, but now the Japanese counterpart, we have Silverlance and Jet Black. Those cards just actually got revealed. The entire sets have been leaked on PokeBeach. Amazing artwork for the promotional stuff. So I think there's going to be some sort of a way TCGO has this artwork. So we have Calyrex, Shadow Rider, and Ice Rider. Is going to be interesting for sure. So this is all the cards we will most likely be getting. I can also not guarantee because some of these cards might actually become promos for collection boxes. So that's something we don't know just yet. And I'm also very curious if there's going to be some other cards implemented in Chilling Reign that we don't have any information on. So we already talked about the first half of Chilling Reign. Be sure to check out that video. It should be in the description below. And without further ado, let's just have some excitement going around because a lot of these artworks look very, very good. So if you're a collector, you're going to be in a wonderful position because lots of these artworks are amazing. Also, some of these new cards will be impactful for specific archetypes, and there are also going to be new archetypes entirely. New battle styles. Actually, battle styles is a mechanic actually introducing like single strike and rapid strike. Those actually get some new cards as well. So new rapid strike and new single strike cards in here as well. As you can see, lots of artworks available. So we're actually going to go and dive into this mini set review. So that's going to be the second part. Be sure to check out part 1 of the Chilling Reign sneak peek review by checking out the link in the description below. Also, if you're a fan of the channel or if you're enjoying Chilling Reign and are excited, be sure to let me know by destroying that like button as it helps out the channel more than you would possibly think, and the YouTube algorithm will thank you for that. Okay, let's just get this party started. So we have a single strike Abomasnow. So as you can see, there's a couple of Snover on the background here. Love the artwork, and it has the ability here, Toughness Up. As long as this Pokemon is in play, the maximum HP of your single strike Pokemon, excluding Abomasnow, is increased by 50, and you cannot apply more than one Toughness Up ability at a time. So you can add your HP by 50, so that means single strike Urshifu VMAX could actually have 380 freaking HP. And with, of course, the Scroll of Scorn, that means you can actually slap huge damage. If you get damage onto yourself for 1 energy, 10 damage plus, 10 more for every damage counter on yourself. We got that tool card in Battle Style, so an interesting card. Getting 50 extra HP is nice. I wonder if it's better than, we also have Cape of Nupstis for non-evolving Pokemon, and Big Charm for, like, VMAXs. Is that 20 additional HP better than just equipping the Big Charm? I don't know. So it all depends on if decks want to have some survivability. We also need something back that allows you to move around your damage counters on your field. So I don't know. I'm not too keen on the Abomasnow just yet. It is a nice ability, don't get me wrong, but 50 extra HP, is that going to be the difference? Who knows? We have an interesting Crustle, which actually never sees love in the TCG. Not good. What else? Oh yeah, we have the winter form of Salzbuck and Deerling. I think this is the first time they are getting printed at all, so that's nice. I think we are missing one version of the Salzbuck family to have a card form of them. So we have, they are interesting, but they are not too good. If you have a stadium card in play, it's actually slap 160, so if there's ever a VMAX that is viable in the meta right now and is weak to grass, we might just twin energy, grass energy, go for crazy. We can also accelerate with Cherim, by the way, so don't forget that. So for now, I say no. What else is here? We have Serena, also historically doesn't see the love for TCPIs. It is not too good. This attack does 50 damage for every energy and the retreat cost of your opponent's active. Okay. That could be interesting. 10 damage plus 50 more. We have Gardevoir. We have Absol, although Absol will be rotating very shortly, but this is interesting. So let's say you have 2 Absols and a Gardevoir, and the opponent has a retreat cost of 2. That turns itself into a 6 retreat cost, so you can slap 310 damage for a twin energy. We might just make something work, who knows? Maybe even play more Absols. We did see that a Tangrowth deck back in the days. I think it was it in Germany or was it somewhere else where I was playing in regionals where Tangrowth was actually doing pretty good, and that also slapped for 1 attachment with retreat cost. We have a Zarude, very crazy artwork. Unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna be too impactful, although it slaps 60 damage plus 20 more for every grass energy attached to this Pokemon. So for 3 energies, you slap 120. If you get more energies on here, oh, now that I think about it, let's get Cherrim up and rolling. That's gonna be a nice inclusion in Cherrim decks as a 1 price option. You just play Energy Recyclers Cherrim. We already showcased the Venusaur VMAX deck on the channel. Be sure to check that out so you know how Cherrim works. So let's say you get 10 energies on here, and that's gonna be meaning you are slapping 260. Is that enough? Probably not, but two-shotting like VMAXs is not a bad thing. And it also has ways to search out Pokemon. Search your deck for a grass Pokemon, reveal it and put it in hand. If you go second, and this is your first turn, you can actually get 3 grass Pokemon instead. So we've seen a lot of Pokemon with these type of attacks. We have Volcanion, the new Cresselia also has something going for that. Don't know how to feel about this one, because that first attack is just the opponent is going to slap down Marnie and your attack is going down the drain. And other than that, you also have the attack, which is able to cap out that crazy damage output, but you need way too much. And the damage multiplier 20 is not the best I've seen. We have some cast forms going around. There's also the icy form. This is the sunny form. And if you have 8 or more stadium cards in your discard pile, you can ignore all energy attack costs for these cast forms. So that means you can slap 150 and you have to discard an energy. Actually, you must discard a stadium card in play in order to use the attack, but it actually slaps 150 damage. Fire type as well, so with Vitality Band, you can get some crazy numbers like 320 on Fire Weak VMAXs or something. Interesting stuff. Getting like stadium cards in your discard pile is not too hard. You can play some Chaotic Swells. If you played another stadium, they both go to the discard pile, so you can play something like that. You have the Danny Jax, you have maybe Make Dude Chinchino, so you have maybe a Rogue, Sunny Cast Form, actually a Cast Form deck in general. And this is gonna be awesome. Look at this one. He's ready to be king. Litleo. Look at the artwork. It's fantastic. It reminds me of the Lion King, by the way. Here we have this is going to be Pyro Mustafa. Okay, who cares? Let's see here. It does nothing at all. Nothing at all. So unfortunately not good. Great artwork. Remember when Pyro used to be good with that crazy ability that it had? Next is I think it was from Flashfire, by the way. Here, Volcanion V. Look at the artwork. Awesome. I do love the fact that they're sometimes making 3D animation for V Pokemon, sometimes 2D animations. It's gonna be crazy. Look at the artwork. It's crazy. It's a single strike Pokemon, and this is gonna be great because you can accelerate with Houndoom. Although Houndoom only accelerates the single strike energies, which actually count as fighting and darkness. So you will need another way, maybe Welder and Houndoom simultaneously. Also, if there's 10 or more damage counters on this guy, you actually slap 150 damage more. So I see this maybe working out with Heat Fire energy and then Big Charms, and then Volcanion takes a hit and then you strike for crazy damage. You get some single strike energies onto your Volcanion as well. Maybe you can pair it off with the Embor, which allows you to dish out an additional 30. So the only problem I see with this is that the opponent could say like, I need to one-shot, but if they cannot do it, Volcanion is pretty good. So we'll see how that goes, because if you get slapped with 10 damage, then you can actually go for 250 with maybe an Embor. I know Embor is clunky, but we have the single strike stance of Mustard. They can get 30 additional damage at 280 with some single strike energies. You could potentially get some one-hit KOs with Volcanion. So I'm a little bit too optimistic. Sometimes it does sound more clunky than I make it to be. So maybe it's a little bit too slow. But on the other hand, it's a nice option to make decks with, and it's a nice inclusion. Definitely against decks that are not able to one-hit KO you. Moving forward, we have ourselves Cinderace. Cinderace, 30 damage to each of your opponents. Oh yeah, this attack, we actually talked about this a little bit. It has the Crisis power. The Pokemon's attack deal 30 more damage to your opponent's active for every prize card your opponent has taken. So let's say in the late game they've taken 4 prize cards, you slap an additional 120. That means 270 for 2 energies. The problem with this, and you can even stack it up because it's a single strike Pokemon with stuff like single strikes to even go crazy. The problem is it's a stage 2. Stage 2s are very slow. There's still ADP in the format. Another, cast form, Snowy form, as I was saying. You can use this for 0 energies if you have 8 or more stadium cards in your discard pile. hitting for water weakness, so it could be like a counter box kind of style. Can you get 8 or more stadium cards in your discard pile by turn 2? I don't know. Research the Dane. I don't know. Maybe. Quick balls. You're gonna get a lot of stuff in the discard, by the way. We have Frostlass. I do love this ability and the artwork. I've played Frostlass at the World Championships at a 5-3 score, so I'm a little bit keen on Frostlass myself. We have here Snowfall. Once during your turn, you may play this card from your hand. If you evolve it, if you evolve your Snorunt, you can search your discard pile for the water energy and attach it to one of your Pokemon. So energy acceleration, we have Scoop Up Net. Just play a 4/4 line off, get your Viridian Forest, get your water energies in the discard pile, and you have water energy acceleration. Pretty damn good. And we also get Melanie for water energy acceleration. But this is I love Frostlass. This is gonna be a nice holographic to add to your binder. There's a Walrein which paralyzes your opponent's Pokemon, but it's a stage 2, and we have Switch, an escape board, and Birdkeeper, so and Melalana. Too many switch outs. Avalog, never good. It's a 4 retreat cost Pokemon, never good. Next is Ice Rider Calyrex V. So you want to be pairing this with Melanie, which allows you to accelerate water energy from your discard pile and draw 3 cards. It's a supporter we're getting to later. Or with the access to Frostlass, and then you can slap 200 damage for 3 energies. Not too shabby. You do have to discard 2 energies, but heading for water weakness. Victini VMAX goes down. We also slap down Sandaconda VMAX, so that's actually not too bad. The problem is that these kind of fellas are weak to metal, so if Zacian is still popular or Luke Metal is still insane, then we're actually going to be sorry because they one-hit KO us and we don't have a way to get rid of our weakness. Although you could be relying on weak guard energy, that's not the case because this needs actually pure water energies. So what can we see here is that it slaps 10 damage plus 30 more for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon, so similar to like Righteous Beating or something. Who remembers that one? We don't have double Kara's energy, so you will need either Frostlass or Melanie to accelerate the energies, and then you can slap some crazy damage output for 2 energies. Or you can discard up to 2 energy from this Pokemon and you slap 120 damage more for every energy discarded in this way. So you can actually slap 250 damage for 2 energies. Crazy good damage output. I have to say that it's very nice. You don't always have to discard if the opponent has a huge bench size. Also nice against stuff like Eternatus, by the way, which has a huge bench. Cool card, cool card. Problem is the weakness to metal. So if metal is still prevalent, and also with the rotation happening in August, I presume lots of fire decks will go down the drain except for Victini VMAX, just because Welder is gone. So that means Zacian, its weakness is a little bit better, and that means that's not good news for Ice Rider Calyrex V. But let me know in the comment section what you think about this. We have a Galarian Rapidash V. Look at the artwork, it's crazy. This time around it's in 3D. And as you can see, put damage counter on one of your opponent's Pokemon until it has 100 HP remaining. I love this. You can just put damage counters around, then go for another attack and finish them off. You can 2-shot VMAXs with this, which is pretty damn nice. And with a lot of damage counters on the opponent's Pokemon, you can also spit shot with Cramorant. So I also have energy acceleration for Psychic, which I'm going to talk about later with the Shadow Rider Calyrex. It also has, of course, Psychokinesis. It has 60 damage plus 30 more for every energy attached to your opponent's active. Against something like a Sandaconda, it's going to be awesome. We have a Hypno. If the opponent is affected by a special condition, you actually slap 120 for 1 energy. 120 doesn't cut the job nowadays. 300 HP plus Pokemon is just too bad for the current state of the one prizers. I love these kind of attacks. I would love to like pair it in like my counter box decks in the past of like GXs, because you typically could have knocked out GXs. We also had Choice Band back in the day, so that could have been an option, but now we don't have Choice Band and the Pokemon have too much HP, so Hypno is not playable. Next is going to be Kirlia. Why am I talking about Kirlia? Yeah, glad you noticed. It has the same attack as Frogadier, Shadow Clone Jutsu, aka, of course, you can get 3 Pokemon with an named Kirlia from your deck and put them on the bench directly. So you're cheating evolutions. So you go first, you attach to one of your rolls. I know your rolls will probably go down, or maybe you go to a Lily's Pokédot, which is to hide out a little bit. Following turn, you evolve into Kirlia, use the attack, get 3 Kirlias up on your bench, and then you have Kirlias to work with. Then you can go to Gardevoir the following turn, and that's gonna be an insane Pokemon, because it actually is like a mini Intrepid Sword. That's what I like to call it, the Arcana Shine. Once during your turn, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, choose any number of basic energy cards you find there and attach them to your Pokemon in any way that you like. So it's even better because you have the versatility to put whatever you want, the energies, and also any energy, so it doesn't restrict to metal energies. Put the other cards in your hand, so it's like mini Intrepid Sword, and this also doesn't end your turn, and it stacks, so you can get like Gardevoir, and you can actually get 6 cards, energy acceleration, slap damage. You also have Brainwave 60 damage plus 30 more for every psychic energy attached to this Pokemon, so you can slap some pretty okay-ish damage. Definitely if you have lots of energy acceleration by your side, so probably two-shotting VMAXs. The problem is these stage 2s will probably go down. Is this going to be enough to make a stage 2 viable? It has great things, great ability, okay-ish attack, a nice way to cheat evolutions with Kirlia. You have Ordinary Rod and Rare Candies as well. And there's also a Gallade in this set. And you hit weakness against Urshifu and Mewtwo, so there's a lot of things to love about Gardevoir. Is it going to be too slow? Who knows? But I do love Gardevoir. We're definitely going to have to make, try to make it work. Next is Banette. Look at this artwork. Fantastic. Single strike Banette, by the way. Put up to 7 damage counters on this Pokemon. This attack does 20 for each damage counter you place in this way. This is actually the attack of Frostlass of Unified Minds. Mark my words, the exact same thing. And it is allowing you to put 7 damage counters on here, so you can stop 140 for 1 energy. Again, same problem. We have VMAX with too much HP, and there's also Galarian Zigzagoon to be afraid of, because he can actually like knock us out the following turn with some pings. So yeah, for 1 energy attachment, I wish we can get something like Choice Band, but hidden against VMAX, so one single strike Pokemon have a little bit of a shot. So, for instance, if you attach this tool card, your single strike single prize Pokemon, non-rule box Pokemon, slaps 40 additional damage to your opponent GX and VMAX Pokemon, or just VMAX Pokemon in general. So that definitely could help out decks that doesn't do enough damage. So hopefully that will be the case. Imagine there's a tool card. Come on, TCPI, listen to me. We need a tool card to bring one prize Pokemon back in the meta. We have Hippopotas, very nicely done for the editor of this post in PokeBeach. Nothing to work here, and there's also yeah, the Hippowdon, nothing to see here. Move along, people, nothing to see. Here's the Gallade I was talking about. This can attack for Psychic Energy, but also 60 damage times the number of your opponent's V Pokemon in play. And I expect after rotation we will see Crobats, we will see Zacians, so they will fill up the bench. Maybe Crobat, Kricketune, Zacian. So lots of V Pokemon. For every V Pokemon you slap 60 damage, and this also one-shots Crobat. So if they're playing a support Pokemon, they're probably playing a lot of V Pokemon. So this actually goes after Crobats entirely, or Zacian, or actually Eternus, I would say. Next is a cute looking Rockruff in the snow. Awesome artwork, as I was saying. There's the Lycanroc. And this is an interesting Pokemon. With single strike, that means you can access Houndoom. Single strike, so the base damage becomes 120. And this attack does 10 damage for every single strike Pokemon in your discard pile. So you play 4 Tower of Darkness, you play some Dedennis, you play some Research. Try to get all your Pokemon in there. I wish the multiplier was 20 damage. Maybe it would have been too broken. But it's a stage 1, so Pokemon, give some love to one prizers. This is going to be way too hard. Imagine us getting 10 Pokemon in the discard pile. Reminds me a little bit of a Vespiquen, by the way. Remember Vespiquen? Putting Pokemon in your discard pile, you need to have all of them in discard pile to just slap huge damage. Unfortunately, yeah, it's a stage 1. Maybe we can make it work. Let's say we have like a Pokemon line of 30 Pokemon. We slap 20 Pokemon in the discard pile or something. And we also have single strike energy to help out with damage output. Then we can potentially get one-hit KOs with Lycanroc. We're going to be testing this out. Next is a new Sandaconda V. The other one's probably better, but this one has more bulk because its ability allows it to reduce damage done to it by 30. We have Sandaconda VMAX, which is actually something I love. This card looks fantastic, but not only that. Remember Tapu Koko Flying Flip? We're back at it with the Sand Pulse. 60 damage to the active and 20 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Telescopic Sight Party! That's what I'm saying here. Sandaconda is good. One energy attacker. We have Stone Fighting Energy for our defense. Grass types never see play in TCG, unfortunately, competitively wise, like for the last couple of years. But this is interesting. That means Cheryl, Stone Fighting Energy, spread damage, Telescopic Sight, Cheryl again, Palpat, Cheryl, crazy spread until everything is knocked out. I know Mew shuts this down instantly, but after rotation, Sandaconda VMAX, we're gonna make it work. I'm hyped. And also, you can slap 180 damage and move any number of energy from your Pokemon to other Pokemon any way you like. So you have some versatility. Sometimes you can slap that one-hit KO. You can, if the opponent is not like getting their setup. But more importantly, spread mechanic with Telescopic Sight. I see this working out. I see it working out. I can just spread the entire field. Because it's just one energy. That's crazy. Low maintenance, Cheryl. There's a lot of things to love. You're also a fighting type. You can rely on Martial Arts Dojo for the time being. So you can slap, like, if you're behind in prize cards, 100 to the active, 20 to everything else. And with Telescopic Sight, that's like 50 on V and GX Pokemon. This card is crazy, man. Okay, I'm way too hyped for Sandaconda, but you get the point. We have a Galarian Slowking, which once during your turn, you may choose one of your Pokemon, flip a coin, heal 90 damage. If Tails, put 3 damage counters on that Pokemon. Can that work? Can you repeat the effect with abilities? Maybe there's a way we can force this to be tailed so you can put damage counters on your Spiritomb. Oh man, I'm losing my mind here. What else is, there's a Quillfish, single strike fella. If it gets slapped, if this Pokemon is active Pokemon is knocked out, put 6 damage counters on the opponent's Pokemon. Oh, okay. Lipart, once during your turn, when you play this Pokemon from your hand, you may discard a tool card. Remember the Rattata from Evolutions? I think that was the one that actually did the exact same thing. This is nice, but only for... I would prefer Tool Scrapper. This is a searchable Tool Scrapper, by the way. It's probably going to be seeing play. Maybe an Eternatus. Other than that, I don't think I see it working out. It's better to just play Tool Scrapper, since you have the ability to actually discard 2 tools. There's an Aggron. Again, not playable. Huge retreat cost. Unfortunately, they never give love to Aggron. That's not bad. This is not a bad card. Here we have Tauros, Raging Bull. This attack does 20 more damage for every damage counter on this Pokemon. Yeah, 20 more for each damage counter. Ooh, that's crazy. Remember Houndoom, accelerating, putting damage onto yourself. So Houndoom, get over attachment, 3 energies on there. Single strike, that means you slap already with 3 single strike energies attached. You are slapping 80 damage with the damage counters, additional damage, because that's going to be 60. This card is insane. You can even slap powerful Chaos energy if you want to go even more overboard, if you don't want to be relying on to... But single strike is the way to go with Houndoom. This is a nice card. I like it. Moving forward, we have Porygon Z. Wow, look at the artworks. I'm a big fan of the artworks. You can move around. Once during turn, you may attach an energy from your hand to this Pokemon and leave the opponent's active Pokemon confused. Reminds me of the Tapu Lele and the Fairy Charms, but this is bad. It's a stage 2. The other Porygon Z, which allows you to accelerate energies, is way better. Look at the artwork of the Ursaring. Ursaring gets a soft spot in my heart because I played Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness. There's a Tornadus V, which allows you... Also single strike, by the way. So Houndoom is going to be seeing more and more play. If there's a Stadium card in play, 20 more damage. So Tower of Darkness, 40 damage, single strike energy, 60 damage. That's already good for 1 energy. And you can also go for the other attackman here, 180. And then there's also the Tornadus VMAX. Look at that artwork, 120 plus 120 more if there's a Stadium card in play. You have to discard it, but Tornadus has some powerful damage output, 240. You instantly like 1 hit KO, or actually 2 hit KO VMAXs. Unfortunately, you're weak to lightning, so if Pikarom is still prevalent, you're not going to be seeing too much play. There's the Furfrou doing nothing. Survival Kit. Look at the top, look at the bottom 3 cards from your deck, place them back in any order on top of your deck. So that can mean Oranguru stuff, that could mean Chinchino, you can draw it out. So interesting stuff for sure. There's the Imposing Helmet. When this Pokemon is attached to an active Pokemon is damaged by your opponent's attack, choose an energy attached to your opponent's attacking Pokemon and return to your opponent's hand. Mildex? Do I hear Mildex in the far? Like, if they attack you, the opponents get the energy back in hand. Or maybe Inteleon VMAX, because that already has a crazy attack. So you can put energies back. Team Yelgrunt, attack with Inteleon VMAX, that tool card. Interesting stuff. Okay, we have single strike Scroll of Stab. I don't think it's gonna be called that, because maybe Dagger, but Stab, that's like a little bit rough. You can go through any weakness, resistance, or any other effect. So if you're having trouble with Altaria or Decidueye, just slap this in, knock them out, hopefully. What else? The Fireproof Gloves. There's a lot of gloves in here. This allows you to slap 30 more damage to your opponent's active fire type. We also have Break Gloves, same effect but for metal types. I don't think they're good because you have, this is matchup specific, and in like a big tournament with 9 rounds, you probably will not use most of these cards for like at least 7 rounds, unless it's a very broken top tier 1 archetype that uses metal or fire. Maybe you can slide these in, but I don't think they're good. We have Flannery, the Hoenn gym leader. Okay. Choose a special energy attached to one of your opponent's Pokemon and a Stadium card in play and discard it. Yeah. I think a lot of mill players will love a one-off of Flannery. There's Doctor, which is horrendously bad. Draw 2 cards. If your opponent is an active Pokemon as a VMAX, draw 2 more cards. Now, nobody will play that. You're better off even playing a Hop for 3 cards instantly, because in the early phases, the opponent will not have a VMAX in play. We have Pion, or Fion, or whatever, Peony. I don't know how to pronounce this guy, but this is broken. Discard your hand. We don't care. We have Cricketune. We have Rose Tower. Then you can search up your deck for 2 trainer cards, reveal them, and put them in hand. That's trainer cards. It's green. It's like green, man. You can just get your fire crystals. You can get your Welder and a Giant Heart, or whatever you need. It's gonna be crazy. Not gonna be mattering too much because Giant Heart needs to discard a card from hand. But with Cricketune in play, it could work out. This could also be working out for Energy Switch as well as Battle Saucer to get ADP going if you go second. Crazy card, I like it. Definitely beat it because Cricketune V is here. We have Melanie, I already explained this card. Yeah, Water Energy from the discard pile to one of your V Pokemon. Unfortunately, it's only V Pokemon, so that's bad. Maybe the Frostlass is a little better on that hand. We have Path of the Peak. This is the most broken card. Get yourself 4 copies when Chilling Reign gets out because this stadium card is in play. Discard any other stadium card, you already know that. But every player's Pokemon in play with a rule box has no abilities. Okay, I can make that clear. No Tapu Koko Prism Star. No Dedenne GX, no Crobat V, no Cricketune, no whatever. All abilities are shut down for Pokemon with real box Oh, that's crazy. That's gonna be seeing so much play. It's like Pyroplant on steroids because it works for V Pokemon and GX Pokemon. Everything with a rule box is shut down. We have Impact Energy is like Aurora Energy, but you don't have to discard a card from hand, but only works for single strike Pokemon. I have to note down that Houndoom cannot accelerate this energy. I think I've read that somewhere on a Japanese forum, so this is not able to get accelerated with Houndoom, but is providing any type of energy, so it could be nice for your Volcanion or any other Pokemon with single strike you want to be playing with. And also, as an additional effect, you can no longer be poisoned, and your poison condition gets removed if you are affected by that. Okay, moving forward, we have Lydian, pretty bad. We're actually going to skip these not Pokemon that are not great. This Celebi's artwork is insane. Attach any number of grass energies from your hand to your Pokemon any way you like. This is gonna be huge. Like, just get yourself like energy spinner, going second. Bam! All the energies are in play and nothing you can do. We're gonna strike with Venusaur VMAX for insane damage output. Yeah, I'm just over exaggerating, but I like Celebi. The V1 is good to accelerate energies, that's for sure. Now we have the Celebi VMAX, even a better artwork. Once during your turn, you may heal 20 damage for every one of your grass Pokemon. Oof. So healing by your side, it's a stage 1, so I don't know how to feel about it. 130 damage, search your deck for 2 Pokemon and put them onto your hand. This is bad because of Marnie, so the VMAX is not good. Love the Celebi V to accelerate grass energy, so that could be interesting. Although, is Rillaboom better? Is Chiram better? It all depends on the matchups, to be honest. We have a new Rillaboom, by the way, talking about it. This is a Rapid Strike fella. You may discard any number of energy attached to your Pokemon in play. If you do, this attack does 30 more damage for every energy discarded in that way. So if you get, you may discard any number of energies attached to your Pokemon in play. Like, say, Chiram, 10 energies, 300 damage. Yeah, Chiram, Rillaboom, who's in? Let's try it out. And there's a cool looking Psyduck on the beach, not doing anything. There's a Sneasel, flip a coin of heads, discard an energy. Milling stuff. 2-hit KO, Weavile, not good. If the defending Pokemon takes damage from one of your Rapid Strike during your next turn, it is knocked out. This could be nice with stuff like Reset Stamp. Well, Reset Stamp will rotate, unfortunately, so maybe with Barney. But if your Rapid Strike attacks, then they're knocked out. But unfortunately, opponent could just say, manually retreat. Fixed. They could say Escape Rope. They could say Switch. They could say Bird Keeper. So, unfortunately, not too good. Another cast form, this time around, 20 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. Scratch the cast forms, just play Sandaconda VMAX. It's gonna be huge. Mark my words. There's a Tapu Fini that slaps damage against Blacephalons. No, I'm lying. It is a Rapid Strike Tapu Fini here, which actually allows you to slap 120 damage and return an energy from this Pokemon to your hand. 30 damage, you may switch this Pokemon. Yeah, hit and run. 30 damage, and then you can switch around. Although Strafe of Urshifu V also does the same job. There's an Arctorfish V. 80 damage. The defending Pokemon is a V or GX. It cannot attack during your opponent's next turn. Same problem. They can retreat, they can switch, they can Bird Keeper, they can Malolana, they can do all sorts of stuff. So they can get out of that effect. Maybe with Reset Stamp to slow down a little bit, but it does need 3 energy. So I'm not a big fan of this card. Although it does slap 220 damage. So maybe in a Frostmoth deck, maybe in certain scenarios, as a one-off maybe. There's a new Ampharos Pokemon. All these artworks like fantastic. Look at your opponent's hand if you find an energy. 180 for stage 2. Unfortunately, doesn't cut the job. We have a Blitzel. Yeah, I didn't know how he got on a block of ice. Will he get out of here? To be continued. We have a Thunder Spear, 10 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, combined with Passimian, combined with Telescopic Sight. That could be a crazy 1 energy snipe fella in the Rapid Strike decks because it's a Rapid Strike Pokemon. Zup Strike, 90 damage. Flip coins until you get Tails. Never liked that in the first place. And if any of your Rapid Strike Pokemon used an attack, you can actually slap 120 for 1 energy. For 1 colorless energy, I should say. Emolga's back with free retreats, but it doesn't get out other Pokemon out of the deck. Look at the artwork. Fantastic. I don't know who is designing all these cards, but they're doing a fantastic job. Zeraora V. This is going to be good. 100 damage if any of your other Rapid Strike use an attack during your last turn. Attack Bolt or something like that. This attack does 160 to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. I know Mew is still around, Urshifus are still around. We are weak to fighting, not a lot of great things to love about that, but you can definitely do something with that. You can strike some damage with the Pokemon, and then you can go for Tapu Koko Energy Acceleration, Rapid Strike, Energy, bam, 100 and Tag Bolt. Tag Bolt has been good always, so I'm sure this will see some play. Gengar, if this guy is knocked out, search your deck for any 2 cards and put them in hand. Bad Gengar. Nice artwork, bad Gengar. The only reason that I don't like is that Marnie is in the format. If it gets knocked out, oh yeah, it is going into your turn, because if it's knocked out, you can get yourself 2 cards. Maybe. I have to change my opinion about that. Do you want to get 2 cards from your deck? Or maybe some auto-win cards, like missing clovers or something, you know? I don't know, it's funky. And standard, I don't know if it's the time is right for this guy. Sableye! Yeah, walking around in the cave. Search your deck for a trainer card. Ah, it's too bad it's not get a trainer card back from your discard pile. That would have been way better. Remember Sableye. Cresselia, Bonkers. Remember Volcanion from Unbroken Bonds. Well, change the color palette, slap down a Cresselia. There we go. That's the card right here. Accelerate Psychic Energy from your deck to one of your Pokemon. Or, if you went second and it's your first turn, accelerate 3 Psychic Energy to one of your Pokemon from the deck. Psychic type, Energy Acceleration, Dusknoir, Trevenant, Mew, Bucks, Cresselia. It's gonna be happening, mark my words. There's also 30 damage if you have 5 or more energy in play. This attack actually slaps 90 more damage, so 120. A little bit better than Volcanion, which capped to 110, I assume, I believe. What else do we see here is there's a Golurk not doing anything, unfortunately. It can slap a little bit of damage. Also, now that I think about it, this Cresselia can be paired up with Shadow Rider Calyrex, which we'll talk about very shortly. There is a Malamar, which allows you to actually slap huge damage. Reveal as many Rapid Strike cards from your hand as you like. As you know, Rapid Strike cards could be energies, Rapid Strike Energy. It could be Stadium cards, the Tower of Water. It could be item cards, Fan of Waves. It could be supporters, Karina's Motivation. Lots of, or even Pokemon themselves. The Inkling is also a Rapid Strike Pokemon, so you can just reveal your hand, play just all Rapid Strike cards in your deck, all of them, like play Octillery, play everything, and then present your hand. 40 damage for the number of cards you revealed, and then you have to shuffle them back. So you will need a high amount of Octilleries to make this work, but just reveal your hand, slap huge damage, having a Psychic type, 1 energy needed to. I'm a huge fan of Malamar, I have to admit it. 1 attachment, you can even go for Horse Psychic Energy to just build up on some more damage. I like it. Free Retreat Rabumbi, not good. You move an energy, nope, not good. Shadow Rider Calyrex V, this is where the hype is all about. Get yourself Eternatus ready, but there's so many Eternatus counters that this deck will thrive because of its bonkers ability. Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX. Once during your turn, you may attach a Psychic Energy from your hand to one of your bench Pokemon, then draw 2 cards. So it's like Zoroark, GX, Malamar, Fusion Dance, poof! Energy Acceleration and drawing cards have always been bonkers in the TCG, and you combine them, and also Max Geist slaps 10 damage plus 30 more for every Psychic Energy you have in play. So if you can get a couple of these out, play some Cresselias here and there, get a bazillion energies in play, you're gonna actually be one-hit KOing with this fella, and you always draw yourself out of Marnies and reset stamps as soon as you draw into an energy. So yeah, you attach the energy, you could draw cards. And this also is a very interesting Pokemon because it has the Shadow Mist. Your opponent can't play any special energies or stadium cards from their hand during their next turn. So let me just state this out. You play Shadow Rider Calyrex V, you attach, you announce Shadow Mist, and you auto-win special energy decks. Porygon Z, I'm sorry, never gonna happen. All of your energies are special, sorry. Mat Party, 20 energy, triple accelerate energy, sorry. Salazzle, special energy, sorry. So this can win special energy matchups, a bonkers attack. It also allows you to spread 5 damage counters on 2 of your opponent's Pokemon with the second attack. So I love the Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX package. There is Crabrawler. Actually, there's a Seismitoad with Quaking Punch, but it doesn't shut down your items. Instead, during your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon's attack cost and retreat cost are 1 Kara's energy more. Problem, switch, Escape Rope, Malolana, Birdkeeper. Same story here. Crabominable Snowman. I love the artworks, it's crazy. Not good, unfortunately. We have a Graplock, and Pokemon doesn't like Graplock for some reason. They give it awesome art, but it's never playable. If this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, your opponent's active Pokemon's retreat cost is increased by 2. So you want to be trapping Pokemon with this, right? It's a stage 1. If it was a basic, it would have been fine. It would have been maybe playable in like Galar Trap decks. Weezing is great because, yeah, it's a second attack. does 20 more damage for every Darkness Energy you have in play. There's Galarian Moltres, which accelerates Darkness Energies. There's Hydreigon, which accelerates Darkness Energies. And there's Galarian Weezing. They both evolve from Coughing, by the way. And this actually makes your Darkness Energies double. Same like the Venusaur from Shining... It was a Shining set. Shining Legends? I think so. So Venusaur actually allowed you to double your Grass Energy. This allows you to double your Darkness Energy. So every basic Darkness Energy attached to your Pokemon with Weezing in their name. Oh, only with Weezing. That's bad. So I was comparing them with Galarian Moltres. So they could be forming a duo like Weezing, Hydreigon, and going crazy with the attack. So 20 damage plus 20 more for everyone. And every energy counts double. So that's 40 for every energy. So that means if you have like 8 energies, you have like crazy damage output with your Weezing. Try it out. It's a rogue deck. I know there's a lot of stage 1s involved with that. Yeah, Shiftry, play this with Galarian Zigzagoon. If your opponent's active Pokemon has any damage counters on it, return that Pokemon and all cards attached to their hand. Okay, keep using Shiftry, put everything back in hand. Problem is, opponent will probably slap down the basic once again. So what you achieve with that is probably nothing. Metagross is great. Rapid Strike fella over here. If this Pokemon, the Fang Pokemon, has the same number of energies attached, you slap 150 for 2 energies. Unfortunately, Rapid Strike energy only counts as water and fighting, so we have some problems here. Although we get a new special energy in this set as well for Rapid Strike Pokemon, I don't know how to feel about this one. So you need 2 attachments. There's Metal Saucer, so you can go for Metal Saucer attach of turn 150, going second. Not too bad, I guess. But Metagross VMAX is where the hype is all about. Fantastic looking card, Rapid Strike Pokemon card, and it actually has max rush, and it slaps 100 damage during your next turn. The attack damage output is 150. Unfortunately, Boss's Orders and Escape Rope resets the attack effect, but if they don't get your Metagross out of the active, you can 2-shot any VMAX. Perfect for only 2 energies. But the more important factor, I think Metagross VMAX will become the new Sylveon GX. Remember Sylveon GX, Magical Ribbon, getting cards from the deck, annoying, crushing hammers, fan of ways, you know. Magnetic Pull, search your deck for up to 2 cards and put them into your hand. Why is this great? Cheryl, Crushing Hammer. You get attacked. Cheryl, attachment, Crushing Hammer. Play some Palpats, get your Cheryls back. Lots of Palpats in your deck. Use the attack, get some stuff. The problem with this is, like, I don't think these kind of approaches will work in decks with lots of Marnie. So if they Marnie you every single time and there's still fire stuff around, but you do have metal coating energy and you can search that out consistently if they want to be getting rid of it. So you could see some control survivability Metagross deck, like making sure it never goes down with hammers. You need a way to get your hammers back, so maybe you can play some Munchlax to get your hammers back. Interesting. We will need to try it out. Cobalion is back. I think it's been a while since we've seen Cobalion. Yeah, 130. It's a 1-prize metal type Pokemon. Could be okay-ish, I guess. But there's also Duraludon, which does the exact same thing. We have Blissey V. From all the V Pokemon that I was expecting, this was not on the list. Blissey V, the most amount of HP, record breaking 250 for a basic on the V Pokemon. I wonder if they will get a VMAX one day, like VMAX with 400 HP. So it has the natural cure. Whenever you attach an energy from your hand to this Pokemon, remove all special conditions. So if you attach, no poison, no paralyzation, no confusion, no sleep. So interesting, that's not bad. And also 10 damage, this attack does 30 more damage for every energy attached to this Pokemon. After doing damage, you may attach up to 3 energy from your discard pile to this Pokemon. Is this the new Centiskorch? It's the basic Centiskorch for say, like Welder, attach of turn, you slap 100 already. And then there's 3 in the discard pile. The following turn, you already slap 190. Weldering again turns it all the way up to 280. So crazy damage. I do think I counted the math right there, but the problem with this is like Victini VMAX, and there's also there's a new scroll which allows you to slap more damage on the opponent's Pokemon for every energy. There's a lot of psychic attacks, like for instance Indeedee, which slaps more damage for every energy. Interesting, but it's an interesting card. You can also put the buff padding on here, 300 HP. Why the hell not? Cast form, only 80 damage. Draw cards until you have 6 in hand. Will never be played. Maybe in the cast form rogue deck. We'll make a video about that one day on the channel. Kecleon reminds me of Mystery Dungeon. Look at this. They paid attention to the artworks, that's for sure. They paid attention. So this Pokemon is the same type as the basic energy attached to it. If it has 2 or more types, it also becomes all of those types. So, look at that. Just the basic energy. So just if you want to counter some stuff, put this in your deck and maybe some other energies. It's maybe a counter deck with Kecleon. The problem is the opponent's having like 300 plus HP nowadays. That's bad. There's a free retreat Talonflame. Oh my. These artworks, man. They get me every time. If it has a fire energy attached, 160. Unfortunately, it has free retreat, but the problem is it's stage 2. Peter Green, hilarious. The person that actually did this, shout out to you, you're awesome. So we have Greedent here. Prevents all effects of your opponent's items, supporters that would discard energy from your Pokemon and return energy from the Pokemon to your hand or deck. Okay, cool. So no Fan of Waves, no Crushing Hammers, no Team Yell Grunt. Please stop doing energy denial. This is the energy denial savior. Fog Crystal, busted card. It's like Netball for Psychic types. Get yourself a basic Psychic Pokemon or a Psychic Energy. That's definitely going to be seen play in those Psychic decks we mentioned. There's also a Weeding Gloves. 30 more damage against opponent's Grass Pokemon. Interesting. Justice Glove, same scenario for Darkness. There's the Rapid Strike, Scroll of Skies. 10 damage plus 50 more damage for every energy attached to your opponent's active. As I was saying, if they are playing this in their Rapid Strike deck, your Blissey V will just get annihilated. Catelyn is back. This is bringing us back from, I think, back in the days of Pyroblast. This is the exact same reprint, so you can use the older copies. Put as many cards from your hand as you like on the bottom of your deck in any order. Then draw a card for every card you put on the bottom of your deck. This is bonkers, by the way, because in Control, let's say you have a hand of like 15 cards. Yeah, you need 8 more. You can actually be able to draw like 15 cards at most. If you get everything to the bottom, you can draw your entire... It's a nice card. They have Agatha being put in a Pokemon card form after 25 years. It's the first Agatha. Move up to 3 damage counters from your active to your opponent's active. So healing damage while dishing damage. Interesting. Maybe can this work out some math issues? We'll see. Fiona. Yeah, this is gonna be great and Control decks or decks that don't take any prize cards. Choose up to 3 prize cards and put them in your hand, then place the same number of cards from your hand face down as prize cards. So this is exactly like Gladion, but way better. So Gladion saw play, so this will see play in those type of decks. Choose up to 2 Rapid Strike Pokemon and play and heal 60. Not doing the job, Seabolt, unfortunately. Old Cemetery is great for Psychic decks. Whenever an opponent attaches an energy from their hand to their Pokemon, excluding Psychic Pokemon, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon, so that can actually help with damage output. Is a nice stadium for Psychic decks. There's a Spiral Energy, which is just for Rapid Strike Pokemon. You can attach it to Rapid Strike Pokemon that cannot get paralyzed anymore, and it's also an Aurora-based energy, so that's pretty damn nice. There's also Lucky Energy. Every single time the opponent gets slapped damage onto yourself, if this is attached to your active, you can draw a card. And that's it for the Chilling Reign Sneak Peek Review Part 2. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to demolish that like button. As always, go check out our sponsors, PokeTownStore.com. The best place to get yourself some TCGO code cards. Use the coupon code ZapDoesTCG for 5% off. Get yourself Eternization, anything post-rotation, maybe Battle Styles codes. Urshifu V code is also available. Dragapult code. Go check it out and use the coupon code ZapDoesTCG for 5% off. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Go check out cardmarket.com if you're a European player. You can buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. And I will be seeing you guys tomorrow with more Pokemon TCG madness. We're almost at 30,000 subscribers and the live stream, the 12-hour live stream will happen very shortly. Anyhow, have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace!